District. Just teleport. Alright, Holmes, I fed him.
Here you are, Watson.
See, why couldn't I just have gone and done that? Why did I have to wait? And now I see I gotta go back and we gotta experience the horror of the dead kid all over again. And
Watson, what do you make of this?
I make that he's really
What a
fucked up,
horrific
Holmes.
sight. It has lain here for at least a week.
On the contrary, Watson, once again you see, but fail to observe. The warmth of the local climate and the exceptional humidity undoubtedly sped up the rate of decomposition. Based upon my calculations, the body has been here for 5 days.
You mean like how the lady outside said? You know, that exact number? Yeah, I'm sure you calculated it out. Okay.
Let's examine the hands. They are calloused, with traces of dirt under the nails. This would be the gardener, no doubt.
Why is there, that nail's all black and bruised, but that one isn't? I don't really get it. There's bruising on the thing there. That thing's black and bruised. There's bruising on the wrist. He seems to have been tied up or something. Examine that again. No. Fine. Was he, like, bored into or shot or what? I can't tell. It looks like he was bleeding. He's like, it looks like he was like, he had his neck broken, but then I saw that humongous like thing in his side. Oh well. Space bar. There we go.
Blood!
Yes, Holmes. It's,
Blood!
yes, blood. Very nice. But Watson, dance space. My dance space. Your dance space. Stay out of my dance space. Whoa, lots and lots of things.
Interesting. The person who sat here was fond of cigars.
It's very interesting.
Blood!
More blood.
Blood!
More blood, yes.
Papers were burned, and great care was taken to destroy everything of any value to our case. We will find nothing further in this place.
There's a paper there. You could just pick it up. Oh.
This must be Arnson. He appears fond of cigars.
Like the person who sat at his table, which would make sense considering he lives here. The dud bar. Let me guess what you guys say here.
The person
Oh, you're not just going to
struck
scream
with a
out
sharp
blood for no
object
reason,
as
huh?
they entered. You can see the trail of blood that continues past the staircase.
Still puts a little bit of an accent on blood. Through the door, following the footprint, sees...
Blood!
That's your new catchphrase. Blood. Blood.
Blood!
Blood! What do we got?
Blood!
Blood! Say it all the time, just blood! And we're following it out, following it out, following it out, following it out, following it out. Lots of flies following it out, following it out.
Ah, Holmes! There are thousands of these mosquitoes.
We must turn back, Watson, or we shall be devoured.
And catch West denial. So we need to come up with a bug repellent, which you can test on the butterflies. Why are there so many mosquitoes over there, yet there are none of them following the humongous trail of blood into the house? You'd kind of think that they would do that, especially if it's been there for 5 days. It's bleeding every so often. You'd think they'd pick up on the scent. Okay, let's head out to garden now. Stable. Watson, of course, looks better. He was laying on a hammer. Me hammer.
This should prove useful.
Rosie, why were you laying on a hammer? Let's go tell her her brother's dead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, fine. Not yet, I guess? Right, back to the house. Oh, we haven't gone upstairs yet, I just realized. Okay, 2 rooms. The door in here. Tree magically springs out in the window. Nice, nice, nice. Watson, dance space. Dear Mr. Arneson, it was rare pleasure to encounter your extraordinary altruistic attitude towards the employee, young Davy. If you would have made the effort to discover the truth of his affliction, and most would have discharged the boy from their services without hesitation. It's fortunate that Dr. Konoga, who has extensive knowledge of these matters, is also your neighbor. Without his attention, I think that's the word, intervention, it is doubtful we would have introduced you. You would have been introduced, and we would not have the answers about the young man that you have been seeking. First, I will tell you that the Davies' problems are psychological rather than physical. As you have already noticed, he hears and understands perfectly well. A medical examination also revealed his vocal organs are unimpaired. A Freudian diagnosis is that case. So basically was traumatized into silence. Not a bigly unusual thing. I mean, not a really unusual thing for modern psychologies to tell us. A lot of psychology in this, by the way. Birds and psychological stuff. Okay, the psychological trauma, mental blockage prevents him from speaking. As for your anecdote concerning the coins and discovery of the incredible talent that the young man seems to have reminds me of a similar child prodigy case. I have requested that the files on my colleagues have learned more. All I can say now is that your employee has phenomenal memory for figures and adapting to program techniques that enable him to exploit the talent for further use communication. Similar to Moriarty, I think? I think so. Oh, nope, don't want to see that. Don't want to see that. A box. Something in the box.
This metal tube is approximately 40 centimeters in length and 18 in diameter. It bears a small tag which reads, "This one without defect. My sincere apologies, E. Otis."
What the devil are you doing, Holmes?
I don't know. I've been asking that question all day. Watson, dance space. Okay. Sorry. In order to wind up the unique watch, you need to find the figures that correspond to the lock according to the same logic. 2 digits are already marked to help you figure out what methods to use. Good luck. Solutions on the last page. I don't think we're going to have the last page, will we? 3 9 2 3 3 4 7 2. I have no idea what this is supposed to mean. It looks like it should be reading 12 about 12:07, 12:08. Probably about 12:07. 12:07.
A newspaper from 5 days ago. Someone has torn the last page.
Frack.
Well, it seems Arnson tried his hand at a small riddle in this newspaper. How strange. He does not seem the type to take interest in mathematical conundrums.
He was using it to test the kid. Another door. Is there anything else in this room? Oh, yes there is. No, there's a door. Oh, books. Okay. Ooh, most alligators are not fearsome predators according to visitors. Blah blah blah. Mosquitoes. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah. The smell of attracted by mammal's body warmth or the smell of blood from wounds or sweat. Again, why weren't they following into the house? Blah 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 blah. Every year is called numerous death in cattle. Fortunately, deaths among people are rare. Blah 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 blah. Natives shared some of their local recipes to avoid this plague. The most efficient method consists of applying some lemon juice. The aroma repels these menacing insects. The simple presence of a lemon tree in the front of a window is enough to dissuade them from entering a place. Oh, I get it. A more auspicious method is carrying around several toads. Let's go find some toads. Oh, hey, and some... These many unique predators. Raccoon. Notably certain kinds of aquatic snakes. Because the raccoons are reasonably take their meals from nests, usually placed on a branch from trees. Usually approachable, fry the raccoon. No one will usually blah blah blah. carrion is their main diet, particularly speaking of the female with small kits. Her need is additional protein to sustain her milk production and make good carriers of food.
Ah, a book on the fauna and flora of Louisiana.